going on, guys? Quick little intro while I put some line on this pole. This video is pretty much just going to be shot around me catching something on a jig. I'm not really sure if it's going to be a bass or a crappie or something else, but that's going to be the goal, and then I'm going to try to catch, clean, and cook it. So knowing me, I'm going to have cut bait out there. I'm definitely known for the big catfish that I catch, but I'm going to try to get some type of different species up, and we'll see what happens. So I just want to let y'all know that while I'm trying to rig up some poles here. So I'll get back to y'all when I get some footage going. Jig of choice today. I would use something maybe a little bit more white right now, but that's all I have. So I'm gonna throw it back out there and get back to y'all when I get a hit. Got our first fish on here. Not what we wanted, but it'll work. That was actually my first cast. Not a bad fish though. Kind of late on the camera, but we got our first crappie. Get that off of him. Ow. Do not grab him like I just did. Just like that. He's actually... Alright, well, just completely cut. I'm gonna go on to the next fish. Hopefully I catch one. I think I just had a bump. Well, that right there he must have bragged about. But it's a fish though. Caught live. No edit. We'll throw him in there. He'll probably be cut bait though. Alright, I'd be lying to you if I said I was getting bored fishing for them little things. I ain't catching nothing with no size, so I figure why not throw one of them out for a big catfish. The little guy, nothing crazy. I know the footage isn't the best, but I'm trying to just catch it and not run my GoPro the whole time. So trying to get some caught live, but it's not always the easiest when you throw it 20 times and don't get a hit, and then as soon as you turn it off you get a hit. So I'm definitely trying to give you guys content. It's just very inconsistent right now. Alright, so we decided to clean the flathead. All we're going to do is make a cut right here, right across his ribs, right behind his ribs, just like this. We'll come back and get whatever meat's lost. I'm going to flip him around. We're going to just take it right up here, and we're going to follow his backbone all the way down. just like such. A lot of people think a flathead is a trash fish. It's really not. As long as you bleed him properly, he's gonna be really good full of meat. All we're gonna do is take this knife and follow that backbone. Just like this. Come up here. Make a bigger cut. Getting into some ribs there, but it's not a big deal. Like that. Go over that backbone and then go back down. Just like this. Definitely hitting like something right there. So I'm gonna turn them back. Take them just like this. Now we're gonna do is come down. Make sure you're following that backbone. Come all the way down to this tail. Don't cut all the way through. Flip it. That's what you're left with. I'm going to take it right here and fillet it just off the skin. Just like this. Any kind of skin you get on, kind of fillet it off just like that. And that's pretty much what you're left with. We're gonna do it on both sides, get his belly meat off and get any other meat that we had. I'm just gonna repeat it on both sides and then we'll get back to y'all in the kitchen. These are the big fillets that we've got off of him. And right here I've already cut off his belly meat. Just filleting it off the skin again. It would probably honestly be like a membrane that we're filleting off. Just like this. There's just so much meat there. It's honestly insane. That's pretty much what you're left with the belly meat. You guys can eat this, it's just membrane. It does not taste like anything. And it literally gives you a pound or two more meat. All right, for the fish, I'm just gonna add black pepper into my egg wash that I beat. Just some salt. Mix that around. That's what the fish goes in first. And then to this flour, I'm just adding some Creole into my flour, paprika, and then garlic salt. Shake this around good. And then I'll get back to y'all when the fish are ready to go in. All right, so here's our catfish fillets. We're just gonna take them, soak them in this egg wash. Once you get them in here, you're just gonna get this excess off. If it's real drippy, you can just dab it on there. Once you get here, you're just gonna go straight into your flour, cornmeal, whatever kind of mixture you want to. Grab it, shake it up, and then once it gets coated good, you throw it in grease. Right now my grease is preheating to 375, and then I'm gonna throw them in. All right, with our catfish fillets, you're just gonna lay them against you, just like this. With catfish fillets, you kind of want to put them in at the same thickness and not really the same size. That way they kind of all cook the same. It doesn't really matter if they're the same size, if one's way thicker than the other one. So we'll just let these guys cook for about 7 or 8 minutes and I'll get back to y'all. This is pretty much what you're left with. nice golden brown. We're gonna put them on a rack so they can drip and not get soggy. Just like this. And then we're gonna add the other ones and I'll get back to y'all when we are done. All right guys, and this is what you're left with. I'm gonna get me a few pieces. And it's that easy to just catch, clean, and cook a flathead. A lot of people think it's trash fish, but it's about as white as you can get. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe and watch some new videos. Appreciate y'all watching.